CEO of French pharmaceutical giant Sanofi said that if Sanofi develops a vaccine, doses would likely go to Americans first. Hudson said this was understandable, given the US had financially supported its research. The comments outraged the French government and provoked an uproar in France. It's been a while since I looked, but around 2009, one half of all sales of pharmaceuticals in the world were in the US. This is because of differential pricing, with US consumers paying many times more for the same medication as non-US consumers. The diplomatic solution is the first batch goes to our staff to reduce risk of production interruptions and then ask for the next question. Sanofi is not a French company, he says. Even if it instills national pride in France, it stopped being a French company a long time ago. It's a multinational, and it's behaving like one. You understand how shocking this is for us, to hear that one of our top companies would serve Americans first, asked a commentator on BFM TV. Yes, said Beaujolot, he absolutely did. He tried to explain that the U.S. was very organized and reacting quickly, more quickly than Europe with the money and the necessary regulatory structure, he said. Sanofi board president Serge Weinberg, appearing on the French nightly news, said the U.S. had contributed around $600 million for Sanofi's research. https://www. npr.org/2020/05/15/85629376/French drug giant Sanofi takes heat after suggesting US may get one ST vaccine. ACC. France, due to a miscalculation in your tax returns you owe us €150 million * 10 years. If you cannot afford this, please contact us to arrange another form of payment. I feel like this was taken a bit out of context. I went to the ops link, then found it linked to another article. Specifically this one, https://www. Bloomberg.com/business/US to get Sanofi COVID vaccine first if it succeeds, CEO says. In it there are some quotes I want to point out. The U.S. government has the right to the largest pre-order because it's invested in taking the risk, Hudson said. The U.S., which expanded a vaccine partnership with the company in February, expects that if we've helped you manufacture the doses at risk, we expect to get the doses first. Production of Sanofi's vaccine in the U.S. will mainly go to that market, while capacity elsewhere will cover Europe and the rest of the world, the company said in an emailed statement following Bloomberg's report. The drug maker is having very constructive conversations with the French and German governments and European Union institutions, it said. So it would seem that the US will be getting pre-orders on a portion of the vaccines first, not the entirety of them. The other amount that is produced will cover EU and other parts of the world. This feels like it was taken a bit out of context for what is actually going on. Or, whoever gets to the working vaccine first can share it with every manufacturer to ramp up production. But then no one would get rich. Wasn't this last week? If Canada paid for the R&D for a successful vaccine, I'd think the Canadians would expect to control the distribution of the vaccine. Any country paying the bills would. Most sensible approach is to recognize it as a joint partnership type of thing. I work in pharma regulatory, and the reason this will happen is because the US is a big market that pays more and has a short/reasonable timeline for regulatory approval. So most drugs will pick the US for the first launch. Although you're usually doing US, EU, and CA pretty much at the same time on a normal timeline, a few months apart, the countries have different submission procedures and you have to make the first one, then customize. I work in pharma for a couple of multinationals in Europe. And frankly, if it wasn't for the USA pumping money in one form or the other, I'm pretty sure that half of the workforce would not be employed. The profit made from the US is ridiculous compared to the EU. So I don't blame a multinational prioritizing its biggest market and safeguarding its future. This is the best TLDR I could make. Original, https://www. NPR org/2020/05/15/85629376/French drug giant Sanofi takes heat after suggesting US may get one ST vaccine ACC, reduced by 90%. I'm a bot. French drug giant Sanofi takes heat after suggesting US may get first vaccine access. An uproar followed comments by Sanofi's CEO that if the company develops a vaccine, doses would likely go to Americans first. Earlier this week, Paul Hudson, CEO of French pharmaceutical giant Sanofi, told Bloomberg News that if Sanofi develops a vaccine, doses would likely go to Americans first. Beaujolot emphasized that Sanofi has huge vaccine production facilities in France and Europe and that Europeans would get a vaccine quickly. Extended summary, http://np. reddit.com/r/audit_French_pharmaceutical_giant_Sanofi_said/FAQ, http://np. reddit.com/r/audit_/comments/31b9fm/FAQ_auditaldr_bot/version 2. 02/48887tl, DRS so far, feedback, http://np. reddit.com/message/compose, 2=%23 auditaldr PMs and comments are monitored, constructive feedback is welcome. Top keywords: vaccine #1 French #2 Sanofi #3 US #4 European #5. The outrage is that they received tax exemption from something called CIR, Credit Impôt Recherché, which is made to promote R&D in multiple fields. So you receive €150 deduction from your own country, but the vaccine you developed in part with that money is going to another country that is known for hoarding as many vaccines abroad as possible, Germany. It's not okay. I know USA financed them too, but yet hard to accept. Also, Trump invested in Sanofi, I read somewhere. Edit. My Trump remark, apparently it's a ridiculously small investment. $150 it's a tax deduction they get each year for doing R&D. It was created to make sure R&D investment would skyrocket. For France. BTW, CIR. It was put in place in the 80s and extended to more companies in 2000, so all in all it's more than 600M of our tax money to a company that, international or not, has its headquarters in France. So with this tons of tax deduction saying they vaccines should go to the USA in priority for one investment, you should at least understand the anger given the economic climate since 2008 and all the austerity plans people face. If France did the same thing in the USA, you would rename French fries to freedom fries again, winky. Also please note that France and the EU has invested a lot for vaccines and that money also went to Sanofi, Institut Pasteur etc. I do not have the amount, however, might not be 600M all in all, but still. It's not an anti-American opinion, it's a fact. They are trying to gather a maximum of vaccines for next year, hopefully, fingers crossed. Apparently first human trials for a US vaccines are already showing very good promise and FDA approved the stage 2 human trial in July. Kudos, and saying that France had the same behavior with Italy for PPE. It's true, but I don't get it. If France behaved in a nationalist/protectionist way, or selfish way, so should USA. Also writing that USA will deliver it for free on a local scale and through aid programs on a global scale. At best it's textbook soft power, but I don't care, it would still be great. At worst it's false and they will sell it at profit, just like other countries would probably, if they are selling masks, PPE, respirators. I don't see why vaccines would be free. BTW. I live in France but I'm not French, so all this patriotic/nationalist argument I also don't get it. If a lot of your taxes go toward helping companies do R&D, you are allowed to question this, no? It's common sense. I just wish that no one gets priority for the vaccines, even us in France. I think we should distribute the first batches to first responders, doctors etc. on an international scale. If the first batches go to one country, they will for sure use it to restart their economy, vaccinates all their citizens first and get a better restart compared to others. Wake up, it's politic, don't expect anything but low blows and deceptions. France, USA, EU. Especially with France having elections in 2022 and USA in 2020.